All right. Let me see what you guys are seeing up there. I say up there. Yeah. Okay. Be easier for there, but we'll probably want to turn it this way for that. Let's see what you guys are seeing there. So that's like, okay. That's a little bit. Hey, what's up, RPM Nitro? Okay. So I got the view set up. Just trying to get everything set up here. I gotta pull up the comments section on my channel. Okay. And what we're doing today, the title explains itself. We're just gonna be, we're gonna be installing some upgrades on the Vesla, some ones that I've been meaning to do for a while. So, and I know it's filthy, but last run we were out. I was at the fairgrounds, and so when we were out there, like the first pull I made on that strip was I went right through a freaking mud puddle. Okay, so I'm getting ready to pull up the comments, see if I have any comments up there right now. Yeah, not yet, but I went through that mud puddle, and so that's why it's filthy as hell. So we're just gonna be cleaning up as it goes. So okay, here we go. All right, now. Hey, what's up, Crossword Puzzle? Hey, RC Pyro 1, everybody's in here. Okay, cool. Well, not everybody, but we got a few people in here anyways. How do I like the Kraken versus the Baja? The Kraken, I mean. I always say that wrong, but anyways, I like the Kraken better than I like the Baja. Actually, it handles way better. As far as that goes. And I mean, you can with this thing, even with the Punisher, my Baja, with this engine in it, even with the open differential, I think I had it's either 1.5 or 2 million weight in the rear, and this one has 2 million in the rear end. And even with the open differential, that thing would still do that death roll. And that's why I like this platform so much better, is because it seems like whatever they've done to it, or however they've done it, they've eliminated it. This machine doesn't do that death roll. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if they've done anything different to eliminate anything. I'm just saying this machine handles way better, and it doesn't do that death roll. It's so hard not to do it, because it does it. And I've seen other people with their big bore Bajas, and I can pretty much tell right when it's about to do it, because I've been through it so many times. I mean, it does this weird thing, and it comes up on one back tire, and it's a bad deal. But that's definitely like the Kraken Vesla over the Baja, that's for sure. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and we can start cracking on this. But what we got going on here, why don't I go ahead and get that pipe out of the way, so I think you guys can see really well, but the pipe's in the way for me, so But yeah, it took me a minute, guys, to get my comments section up. Let's see, yeah, just switch over to socket if I can. I forgot. Well, we could always try this and see if it can. That's just not quite there yet. I'm gonna pull it out a couple more threads here, but we got some upgrades we're gonna be installing on this. Some nice chrome, not chrome, but some nice billet upgrades. I've been needing to do for a while, and I can't believe that, you know, something more didn't happen. I guess I don't know what I would expect to happen, but this chassis needs. I can't believe it's still kind of holding together with all this power on it. How much do they go for? The Veslas, I think they're a little bit more expensive now because of inflation and all that shit. But I bought this for $13.24, or no, it's $12.34, something like that, is what I bought this for. And then a Baja, I would just easily pick up a clone for like $450, $500, and then you got to upgrade them no matter what. So you may as well just grin and bear it, especially if you plan on putting any power to it. And when I say that, guys, I mean that hardly anybody ever just leaves their car or their machine stock and just freaking. That's all they do is they just drive it as they got it on the first day they got it. I imagine there's people out there that are like that, but most of the ones I know, they modify it like I do. So we got the pipe off there. Now I can see better. You guys are kind of up at an angle. So next thing I'm going to do is plug that hole. I always do this just in case, just so nothing does happen. Nothing can get in there. Yeah, let's just do that. So, what else we got going on? It sounds like Michael Bradford might be getting are you getting a Kraken, Vesla? That'll be awesome if you are. You will love it. Some of this, a lot of it'll be easier to get to. Actually, guys, right quick, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the ground and blow all this grass out from in here. So I'll be right back. And probably this air compressor is probably gonna kick on too. So just forewarning anybody wearing earphones. I guess it didn't kick on. Now I'll just shut it off so it can't kick on. All right. At least got all the grass out of it and stuff. Okay. So the parts we're going to be replacing is this piece and that piece and that piece and this piece. So that's what we're doing today, guys. Took me. Oh, this 71 Supreme Kraken Vesla. I clocked it, and the last time I had it out, it did 64 mile an hour across the field with the wheels in the air. I mean, you could probably gear it, but you could probably gear it up to go faster. But that was all the load that I wanted on the engine. And then when you gear it up too much, then you run the risk of the clutch suffering and stuff like that. It's just not a good deal. So, but yeah, 64 mile an hour is the last time I had it clocked out in the field. That's grass off road, going across the old football practice field with the wheels up. Roosters freaking, I don't know, 6 feet high, as tall as I am. It's just mowing the grass down as it goes down through. It's a sight to see, I can tell you that. So, why don't we go ahead and get to the rest of this stuff. Yeah, if I don't quit yapping, we're not going to get anything done. I'm not even going to use that. Go straight for my Allen key. Yeah, that would have just not been a good idea. All right. Can it be electric? Can it beat the electric car? Oh, I've never raced an electric car. That'd be fun to do. I'd love to blow the freaking doors off of one of those electric cars. Because I know it would do it. I know it would do it. Okay, so the electric car is probably going to get it out of the hole, but I really believe top speed, I really think the gas is going to get it. I'm sure there's going to be people out there that disagree, but I honestly think that a 71 Supreme Vesla, you're going to be better off with that, and you're going to have more fun with that than you are an electric one. That's just my opinion, guys. I guess I'm kind of partial to gas. I've always been a gas guy, so. Those are bushings I put in there for that reason, I think. Okay. Trying to keep all my fasteners in order. And we'll grab this. I hope that's. No, the bottom one's spinning. Well, this could get tricky because I don't have another 3mm besides this. We'll see if this will do it. I think it did. I'm just hoping the correct side came out, which I don't think it is. Nope, the wrong side came out. Whew. Okay. So the next option is now. Let's see. This will work. No, bottom one came loose again. Let's see. Well. It almost does look like it can be held from the bottom. Okay. There we go. I found the solution to the problem. So I put a 7/16 inch, 7/16 wrench in there. And then now I should be able to hold the base from spinning. Yep. Okay. So let me see what's going on down here. For throttle. On this, both of them are the same. And I've had my original throttle servo failed, and then I put a Roven high voltage digital one in it, and then it failed after 2 rips, and then I just went back and I ordered another regular Kraken one, and it looks different than this one. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but it came and it looked different, and it's lasted. So but as far as I guess for what it is, I mean, I could go out and buy some what are they? GFRC servos, some nice, good, expensive servos. But, these are high voltage. And as cheap as they are, I think they're like $56 for a servo. And as long as they're not failing every other run or every other week, that's fine, I guess, with me. High tech. Yeah, and I've had high tech. I've had Heliontronics. I've had AGFRC. I haven't had their big high torque one that's like $200 or $300. I have not had that one, but I have one AGFRC servo, and it's still going. And there's no reason not to. What I'm trying to say is it's one of the best servos I've ever had, and I don't even have the program part of it to where you can actually, program certain parameters in it. I don't even have that, and I'm still super impressed with it. So get that cleaned up a little bit. So I suppose I could probably angle this back this way. I don't know. Yeah, you know, you guys aren't gonna be able to see. Whoop. Suppose you can see him now, but it puts me at a weird, awkward angle to work on it. But let's see, my nut grabber. Yeah, I see the front gets real flimsy with these out. There we go. Okay, I'm good. Another thing I remember about High-Techs is that they're pretty reasonable in price if I remember right. So now the next thing, probably gonna need 2.5 down here. Hopefully we don't have a bunch of holes clogged with mud. Oh, that's not coming out of there. There it is. Oh, dang it, it's a 3. It's packed full of mud. Okay. Up here. Grab the O-ring pick. Almost lost it. I think we might have it cleaned out enough now. I think so. Come on. Oh, okay. Just waiting for this thing to quit fighting me, and I don't think it's gonna quit fighting me. I think it's gonna go tooth and fucking nail. So, gotta take our shirt off. or our sweatshirt off. I mean, seriously, this thing's just fighting me any way it can. Okay. Okay. Now we got that. All that work for that. Okay. So, next thing we need to do is put this crap back in here in a responsible manner. And then I go in through here. Gonna wipe this out. Well, I got some more room. There we go. So we got that area kind of cleaned up. Second thing. Second thing. Next thing we gotta do. Open that up. It's nice. So, okay. There we go. All right. And then get these screws out of here. And I'm probably I'm gonna go ahead and clean the head of this thing out right now. What I got up here. And then playing cat and mouse with my tools again. I hate that. I just honestly hate that. I set a tool down and then I don't remember where I put it. Here it is, finally. Okay. Alright, that works. And these, I'm going to go ahead and Loctite these because they're going into aluminum now instead of plastic. So What we got going on down here? Hey, what's up, Fiscal Addiction? See all's in here. Jackson, baby, what's up? Jucka Overstein. Yeah. Man, thanks for joining, guys. Put this in with a driver. It's going to be easier to put it in like this. How'd I guess? It's too long. I gotta get a shorter bolt. I should have known that. That looked awful long. Going into plastic, yeah, it would work. But going in to the bottom of the chassis, not gonna work very good. But this one will. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave that a little bit loose. Grab another one, similar size. Or similar length. Now I'll put this back, bolt in the brace. Okay. Now I'm gonna get our 3mm. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm just thinking that I might not want to snug it up quite yet, but screw it. It's done. All right, next part. I think it's gonna be good. Then I was also gonna say, guys, the reason I wasn't live last weekend is because I was back at my parents' house for Thanksgiving, and that's why I went ahead and put, because right before we went, the weather ended up getting real nice, and so I actually got this thing out, and I took it to the fairgrounds and ripped it a little bit, and that's when I blew out that A-kill. But so that's since I went back to my parents for Thanksgiving, I went ahead and put out, that video since I didn't go live. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And then I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna. I know one of them I'm gonna Loctite. And then are my little bushings gonna work? No. I don't see why I'd need them anyways. Okay, anyways, because that's aluminum. Trying to figure out what old fasteners I wanted to use. I bet these longer two go in a servo saver. That shorter one goes there. Be my guess. Man. Here we go. And I bet these other two longer ones go up here to go in the plastic. Would be my guess. Maybe that's not even the right size. I didn't even check that. So we got these three go in here. Now I need to see. Yeah, it goes in there. Okay. All right. So that one's gonna go there. Why don't I just go ahead and Loctite it? Then this is the next thing. This is the next thing. This is the thing that I like, is that I get to bump all these up instead of having them. I hate these dumb cap screws like that. I hate that. So, or button heads. That's what they are. They're button heads. So we'll put this down in there, and I am gonna leave this loose. There we go. Then, go like that. Go in there nice. And now these other two, they won't get Loctited. Oh crap, these two, I forgot about that. They gotta be for my exhaust note. So I'm gonna have to won't be no big deal though. I think I've had these screws out of the front of the servo saver like a couple hundred times, it feels like now. All right. And I'm not even gonna snug these up because I gotta take that out. Maybe I will use that. I don't have it. Oh. I actually might have one on the bench. bunch of them the same size. Ah. Let me see how many threads we got sticking out. I'll decide if I'm going to run with it. Yeah, that's not enough. So now I got to see. I mean, I hate doing that because I hate these things. I'm going to see if I have another stainless steel bolt that's just a little bit longer. Over here, my bolt. Oh, did I knock you guys? Over here in my bolt stash. Let's see here. I know what I'll end up having is I'll have a black one. But I'm wanting to make this look as clean as I can. Well, I'll just have to pick one up at, yeah, I can use whatever for now, but I'll just have to pick one up. Wait, I just found one. Yeah! Yeah! Now, next thing is yeah, I thought it was longer. Okay. So the longer one needs to go up there. The shorter one needs to go in the back. So I gotta put more Loctite on these. What am I doing? We're not doing that. We're doing this. Bam. Okay. And I am really glad I had this other longer stainless. I think I have some up in there, just depending on how long it's going to take me to find them. But that is going to work there. Yeah, I like it. I'm probably going to Loctite this one. I can't remember if I did, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again. There we go. That's nice and snug. Well, that looks really nice. Yeah, that looks really nice. So that took care of that. There was some flex in the front, which that took care of that. And then hopefully this other brace will take care of it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but see, watch my throttle linkage. It'll move. That's how much the chassis flexes when it's going down, you know, down through the grass. So I missed all these comments. That's always usually what happens when I'm out here wrenching is I miss the comments. But it sounded like you guys were, it sounds like you guys are having some camaraderie down there in the comments section. So next thing would be that one brace, that one long brace right there. So yeah, the tank will sit in there. Okay. Trying to think of where we're gonna go next. Whether I'm gonna, I think I might want to do this one up here. Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. I'm trying to figure out if I'm feeling ambitious enough to take, you know, a bunch of this stuff apart over here, and because I got to take. Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and do that? We'll just start taking the the tank stuff off. Looks like a 2.5. Am I right? Yep. Yep. Okay. I might be able to do it without completely disassembling everything. We'll see. I'm just thinking about this and back in there with if I take just the bolts out, am I gonna have enough space to squeeze in there? We'll see. Okay. Next is 2.5s on the bottom. And they're full of mud, of course. Let's see if I can get a driver in it. Just barely. But this way I can get the dang thing out of there. Just packed solid. Okay. Now let's get to see how this tank brace comes off. I really haven't worked on this thing much. That's kind of what I was wondering about. Okay. That wasn't near as hard as I thought it was going to be. Bam. Bam. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take those off. So, because I want to clean up down in here. So, there's nothing to that. Next thing we got to do is take off this bracket here. I guess they weren't really packed that full of mud. And then I can't remember what size wrench or what size nut that is. I think it might be a 7. I don't think it's metric. Here's quarter fits. All right. Here we go. That's right, Michael Bradford. Everybody wants power. That's where it all is. Okay. Yeah, I can feel that. Whole deal. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna probably have to break off here. Go grab me something to drink. I'm not gonna end the stream or anything. What I'll do is I'll just run inside real quick and grab me a green tea or something. I got that. Yeah, I got blackberry tea in there. Actually, sounds pretty good. I'm feeling a little parched. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. What I'm gonna try to do is squeeze that other bracket in behind there without taking much loose. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's get the old thing out of there. I don't know. I think the safest thing to do. I can't get to that one. I might be able to. Is go ahead and just crack these loose. I did make a tool for this one. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. I doubt that's gonna work. But there. There we go. That was enough. All right. So now there, that looks better. All right. I want that slightly tipped out, I think. So now, pop this bad boy open and see what it's all about. Hopefully I don't have to take all that other stuff loose. And I think it's gonna work, guys. Bam. That one's jumped up or whatever. It's gonna be all right. So, wonder if we're supposed to just use the, more likely we're supposed to just use the old fasteners. Okay. Yeah, working good. No, I want that loose. And then put some Loctite on this one. That's looking nice, guys. Got some bling on the old Kraken Vesla now. I mean, it looks nice. I'm interested. Oh, we're not going to tighten that, remember? I'm interested in seeing how much stiffer it is. So, I need to check the length before anything. Say it might be too long. Yep, they're going to be too long. So I'm hoping. These are the short ones. Oh. I can't believe I found that quick. See if we can, yeah, we'll be able to find one. And that's it. Now we gotta think more positive. I know there's more of them around here. Anyways, let's just get started with what we got. And like I say, guys, anything I do, aluminum to aluminum, especially with the 71, it has got to be Loctited. It will rattle it loose, guaranteed. Okay. Maybe we only need 3. I can't remember. We'll see. Okay. No, we need 4. But if I can't find a 4th one, I can always use one of these button ones for now, just to hold it in there. I probably won't do that though. So there we go. And I need one more short one. I got more short button head ones too. Let me go over here to my bolts. There's one that's way too long. Wait, found one. Yeah. Found one. Okay. Now snug them all down. Got those snug down. Now I can do this. That's why. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna get my longer ratchet. That's what I like about this ratchet. You can get more leverage on it. There we go. All right. There we go. Now, go back to the 2.5. Get a washer, and I'm gonna Loctite these too. I just have a feeling I'm gonna want to. Oh man, that came with all the freaking fasteners that I needed. Oh well. Hey, maybe we should put some bling up on top. But are they? Yeah, those are all bevel-headed screws, so I wonder how that would work. Come on now. There it is. So maybe what I can do, I don't think I have any, but yeah, I don't have any. So we'll just go ahead and do what we were doing. And what I mean by that is those are all belt. There's no the only reason I like this button head is because it's going into this with a grommet and it's not holding anything. It doesn't have to be that tight. But these things, they're not gonna like that. So they're not gonna wait. Yeah. Anyways, you guys understand what I'm saying. Wear this. Go down perfect. Yeah, it'd be like, okay, so this one's black instead of stainless, but it'd be like putting one of them flat-headed ones up there. I have one probably in here, but I'm not. You sit around and look for it, but yeah, it looks cleaner with these button heads here in this certain circumstance. Oh, we forgot the washer. The washer. I can hear that wind howling. Yeah, the weather's changed. This is the off season, guys, and I'm probably not going to even try to get out and run anymore, even if it does get nice, just because it's going to be so sloppy. The ground will be so sloppy that it won't be worth it. Now let's see if that changed it a lot. Okay. It still does have a little bit of give, but you need to come here. There's I wonder what them two holes are for. You don't almost need to make like a or something to go from here to there, like something. Basically, what I'm trying to say is it's flexing right here where there is no brace. So a guy could come over and make something on the other side or something like that. But that's all the chassis flex you're getting now is like right in between here, where there is no brace. There's no brace on this side, and there's no brace on this side, because it just right in the center where this brace ends and where this one begins is where it's flexing. So yeah, well, we'll go ahead and put the pipe back on. All right, now 10mm. Yeah, I think these braces we put on, they made things a lot stiffer. But like I said, the only place it's flexing anymore is where this top brace that comes down in here ends and where this one begins. It's where there is nothing. So, yeah, I might come up with something that goes from this servo over here or something, just to kind of get rid of that. There we go. And then what I was running into last run is I readjusted my brakes because I wasn't, well, when I was at the fairgrounds, or no, before the fairgrounds, the run before the fairgrounds, I about hit myself with it. So because I was hard on the brakes and it wasn't slowing down. I mean, it was slowing down, but not enough. And so I readjusted my brakes, and what I figured out is once everything heats up in this area, it expands, and then it was slightly applying the brakes, so I just need to back this adjuster off a little, just enough to where I have good brakes, but they're not locking up once the engine gets warm and everything expands. Because I'm pretty sure that I know that's what was going on, because it was fine before, and then once we got some heat in the engine and heat in the drivetrain, and believe it or not, guys, when I drive this thing, this transmission gets warm. I mean, it's almost like a car. It gets warm and shit. So, well, of course it gets warm, the engine anyways. But so now back to where I specifically made that 204. You know what I might do? Let's see here. This isn't going to be that hard to do. This is what I originally made this tool for. Okay. Next. I gotta figure out what size that is. Is it 10? Could be. Yeah, it's 10 millimeter. Here we go. Need a 1/4 inch. Bam. You know what? I'm probably not going to be able to put this brace on. Well, wait. Yeah, I will, because I got extra ones over here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. Okay. There it is. There we go. I hate that one. I just got just enough, but not enough. Or almost, but not quite enough. That's what I meant. There we go. Now. Yeah. Yeah. What's going through my mind right now, you guys don't even want to know. Because I'm thinking about shit canning this tank brace. I'll show you what I mean. Because the tank is not in a bad spot. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I don't know why. I don't think I'm going to put this on, this tank brace. How do you go? It went like this on the end, on the inside. And what it does is it goes underneath the tank and everything. But it doesn't, there's no reason for it. The tank's actually sitting on the chassis, so. Anyways, let's go ahead and clean this area back up. There we go. And I want to keep these fasteners, of course. I think I'm going to need these on the other one. Alright. Set that over there. Yeah, that's not going to work, guys. That is not going to work. So, yeah. The only way this piece will work is with a small bore. It's not going to work with a big bore because I'd have to regrind that. I'd have to murder this brand new billet aluminum. I don't know if you can see what I had to do there, but if you put them side by side where the holes line up, I would have to, it's not going to work. I have to grind out too much of it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and stick this, that bracket back on, guys, and use the system that I had. But I'm not going to use that tank brace is what I'm not going to do. That'll make it easier for this to be installed here. Let me get this wiped off. And we can go back together with this. So. Got it all nice and cleaned back up. So what we'll do, we're just going to put this back on. Put that back on. Put that back on. Get her. Come on. Work with me here. Okay. There we go. Clean this off. I gotta push it in there. There we go. And I always say that. And then and next. One of these goes in between. There we go. There we go. Now we can do this. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Ah, my bad. But we're putting the finishing touches on this. Just installing this bracket back. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. I need 10 millimeter. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a short extension for this. There we go. Last but not least, get the bottom side. I'm sorry again, You guys can't see, but this is in a stupid angle, and I gotta have it at this angle to do this. There we go. All right, guys, that bracket there, where did I put it? It won't work. The coil gets in the way. I don't know, maybe sometime down the road, Michael will make a big bore bracket that comes back and hooks back here on the starter, and we can get rid of this. And maybe it'll have a spot for a button in it or something. Oh, I might even mention something to Mike about that and see what he thinks about it. Stuff like that. So, yeah, anyways, guys, I've been on here for, well, about an hour and a half. So, we got the front brace, the center brace, and the right hand brace installed. I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with everything, especially the way it looks. These Taylor parts are always so professional looking. I mean, they look really nice. Can't say enough about them. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and quit the live stream here and all that stuff. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And don't forget, guys, I'll see you next weekend, 1 o'clock Saturday. I'm gonna be going live again. We'll see what we're gonna be wrenching on that time. Or maybe we'll just be hanging out. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I just kind of play things ear by ear. Or not ear by ear. I just play things by ear. Leave something down in the comments section. What do you want me to see? What you want to see me wrench on next here in the Myers two-stroke RC car garage. So anyways, guys, with that being said, I will see you in the next one. We will see you next Saturday, 1 o'clock. Later, guys. I'll see you in the next one.